One of my favorite things to do with my Lego sets is build them into what they're not designed to be built into. So this is a snake from Ninjago Season 11. Lego set 70674, is that right? It's called the Fire Fang, and it's pretty sick. It's basically this giant, really short cobra that's made out of lava, and it goes around. The main minifigure, sorry I just had to go and get her, is this sick looking fire snake called a Sphera. She's also an evil sorceress and has this really, really cool weapon. She's great. I wish that her eyes had a little bit more detail, but other than that, the minifigure itself is sick. Now, let me just tilt this one up so I can show you that my ceiling is covered in a bunch of Lego dragons. Pretty much, I just want to make another one to put up there, so that's what we're going to be turning this into. Welcome to the floor of my Lego room. It's pretty messy in here, but it's the best place to build at the moment. All right, I'm going to point you down here so you can see the Lego that I'm building. There's a lot of great pieces. I love the colors as well. That's one thing that always gets me in the Ninjago sets, especially the transparent orange. All right, let's make a bit of space. Now, the most important thing when it comes to dragons is the head and the wings, or at least in my opinion. Now, you can build the head out of just dragon head pieces or out of the actual brick pieces. Set doesn't come with any dragon pieces. It's supposed to be a snake. All right, so we'll start off with this plate and some ball joints, and I'll build a bit of a body. Now, Season 11 of Ninjago was pretty cool. I really liked the fire and ice aesthetic that they kind of stole directly from Chima after that was a big success. Even though LEGO Chima was pretty much designed to take over Ninjago and take the place that Ninjago kind of holds and still holds today because it refuses to die. I really love LEGO Chima, and I thought the fire and ice aesthetic in that kind of carries over very well to this. I won't talk too much about all of the different aspects of this season and the seasons that follow just because I'm watching LEGO Ninjago with someone at the moment and I don't want to spoil it too badly. Now there's a lot of these pieces, a lot of brackets with studs on the side that I'm able to use to give it a lot more detail on the edges. I really want a good tail design, so I'm going to use a bunch of these, I don't know what exact color of gray this is, these gray flags to make this swirly tail that has all these little ridges on it. Pretty happy with this tail so far. It's going to need a little bit more detail just to make it look like an actual tail. It's kind of just a stick at the moment, so I'm going to flesh it out a bit more. Alright, that's looking a little bit better. It's super random, but that's kind of my style. Now I'm going to use these pieces and make some wings. So I've got some wings set up now. They're looking alright. They're a little bit flimsy, so I'm going to make them just a touch stronger. One of the funny things about Ninjago Season 11, which is also kind of, it's a little bit sad, I suppose, but they managed to ruin the reputation of one Clutch Powers. You may remember him from this original LEGO movie from very early 2000s, I'm pretty sure, and I've got a couple copies of it on DVD. It's awesome. And they brought him back as a character, and unfortunately, they kind of made him suck. Like, he's a bit of a thief, and he's also a bit of a scammer. And I guess I didn't like that, because I have very fond memories of watching Clutch Powers. It is nice to see that we still remember we have this in our, IP library. But, yeah, it was an interesting choice for this season. Anyway, back to my dragon. I think I'm pretty much finished. I just got to put a sphere on, and then I'll show you. For the head, I kind of made it. It's a little bit reminiscent of one of the scarab beetles that also appears in that season. I used the flame piece for the tongue, and I'm really happy I was able to use that. I've also got some pincers up here, and then for the eyes, I've used the stud shooters and put a 1x1 trans orange plate in there just to use as like the eyepiece. It doesn't come with any specific eyes or head pieces like, for instance, my lightning dragon, but I think it works out pretty well. Kind of looks a little bit creepy. For the wings, I oriented them on the side and then bent them upwards using a little golden katana just in there to hold it up on this end. The head's on a swivel so it can turn quite easily. I've also used the chains just to help hold it in one place. And then I've got these awesome little plates with the bars on the bottom that have got the stickers just to make this really, really detailed neck. I love when they do good stickers like this. Oh, it just makes me so excited. I've got the saddle here. So this is where our beautiful lady Asphera will sit. For the whole thing, I did my best to make it kind of wavy. So you can see it goes up and then down and then up and then down, and then the tail follows that same pattern. I really like dragons that look like that. They're just really, really cool. For the tail, it's very, very, very flimsy. So it's made almost entirely out of just sticks, and so it's made almost entirely just out of the bars and the little blue-gray flag pieces as well. I've got some transparent orange pieces in there as well to give it a little bit more texture. I'm pretty happy with it. It's very simple. It was just a very short build. I haven't done as much Lego recently, and I'm just getting back into it, so I just needed to do something small. But it starts here, and it's going to get bigger and better as I go on. I miss doing stuff like this, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of it. I even got to use my cool flag pieces on the sides of the wings there. So happy about that. Just fixing this one, it managed to fall while I was recording. This was really fun to make. I love Ninjago, and I'm gonna make some more dragons soon and put them up there. I think next I'm gonna build something from Dragons Rising just because it's a little bit more relevant. I also love the pieces from some of the new sets as well, so I'm gonna explore that and see what I can do. Anyway, it's a new year. I'm getting back into making videos again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.